Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Jason from AtomicMartians Tour Reviews, and in this episode, we review Mattel's Master of the Universe Demo Man, and also Mattel's Batman Arkham City Batman and Catwoman. Stay tuned.
First up on the review docket, Arkham City Batman and Catwoman 2-pack. That's right, folks. Straight out of the game, one of each figure together forever. Yeah.
Two is better than one.
Exactly. And this looks to be pretty sweet. So Mattel's been doing like the Batman Legacy series since the game came out, and the movie Batman: The Dark Knight Rises comes out this year. They've been doing a whole lot of Batman-centered waves. So these Arkham City figures are definitely a part of the whole Batman Legacy thing coming out, and they're very cool looking. These 2-packs have centered around the Arkham City theme, hence the Arkham City right on there. Now, they've done other ones from Batman: The Dark Knight and Batman Begins, but it seems like they've done a few more of these Arkham City packs, which I think are really cool because I think the game's pretty tight. So in the package here we have a version of Batman from the game. This one is a gray and blue version,
which is one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I like the gray.
It does
and
look
blue.
pretty cool. Versus the gray and black from the Two-Face 2-pack. And then over here we have a very cool looking Selena Kyle Catwoman in black leather biker suit with some cleavage hanging out, which is good for the guys.
Yummy!
Good. On the back of the package, you have some BS about the characters and their history.
She was orphaned as a child.
Oh, you know, that explains the daddy issues. Yeah,
and hug her and love her.
Console her with your dick.
You said it, not I.
That's true.
What about Batman? Everybody knows the Batman story.
He was an orphan as well.
So that's why they're meant for each
That's
other.
why they're meant for
orphans.
each other. They're both
came
damaged.
together on a rooftop and bumped Uglies.
Yeah.
He tore that up.
Oh,
How could he not?
I loved every minute of it too.
He's like, ooh,
I'm
whip
surprised
me.
it took him all this time.
Well, yeah.
But anyway.
Whip me, spank me, love me.
So, yeah. Back to the package.
Yeah.
Vent holes on the side so our action figures can breathe.
Breathe! CPR.
And you can also sniff for freshness.
I can't sniff her side. That's the kind of shitty part.
Well, because they know sickos would do it.
She's not so fresh.
She must have.
I'm pretty much sniffing Batman's ass at this point when I sniff on
like
that side.
I'm sure it smells a lot like plastic.
It does, actually.
Okay, and the back of the package, we've got Batman Arkham City logo, DC Universe logo. Kids, don't play with this if you're the age of 3 or younger, and a whole bunch of boring legal stuff.
Yeah. Consumer information.
We don't need consumer information.
No, we need to consume
consumers.
some of the sweetness. That's what we need to
So, anything you'd like to add, Jeremy?
No, you're actually pretty good at covering everything about packages, and we know how you love packages. I can't help but say that every time.
God damn it. I set you up for that one.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's open this bad boy up.
Let's do it! And we're back. And we got them out of the package. We got Batman here. We got Catwoman.
We got Catwoman.
We got Catwoman. I do love this Batman. Overall, he looks pretty neat.
I think the blue is a very cool alternate color scheme instead of the black on the original figure, and a little bit darker gray on the costume. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like a cobalt blue. It's very just nice, rich color. It looks really good. It's kind of a classic look meets the modern.
Very much so. And, you know, one thing this has got on the DC Direct figure, it's got more articulation. You can obviously move the arms around. You can swivel the biceps, bend the, you know, a little bit of everything. It's even got some ab crunch. My only crit with this figure is the same one that I had with the original figure. There's articulation, but there's not enough range of motion.
Exactly.
He can kind of bend his abs, but he can't go very far.
The arm.
The arm's good, but it's a very
Kinda
stifled.
stops. The bicep kind of gets in the way, basically.
He can move his legs up, not bad, but he can't move them. In this case, it's the opposite direction. He can't move his legs back far enough. And then when you get to the knee here, there's not enough articulation.
No,
Again,
no.
I think a 3-piece knee would have been a really great addition here. And with the way the costume is designed, with the lines and everything, it's kind of set up for it already. You could have integrated that very easily and done a 3-piece joint right here. Still has some waist movement, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely needed a 3-piece knee because in the game, since it's based on the game, he is actually literally taking knees to people's face and like full on, to the point where it's fully extended.
So
he just can't do that. Same with the side kick. Like his legs go out to the side, but
that's
he
a good
can't
one. I
quite.
didn't think about.
He can't quite get it to where he physically could if he was in the game.
That's about as much as the side legs as he can do.
So he's very limited when it comes to what he's based on.
This to me is like the articulation of like an early 2000s X-Men figure or something. When that movie first came out and Toy Biz was really starting to pioneer a lot of this articulation. That to me is what this is. Which it's a good effort, but it's like 10 years too late.
Yeah, exactly. It falls short. Definitely does. It looks amazing, though. It has some nice texture to it. Like we mentioned, the color is great. Yeah. It looks exactly like it does in the game, besides, of course, the color scheme. But, yeah, I don't know. I dig him overall.
Looks like his cow's a little bit loose here, which isn't a bad thing. It looks like you can take it off. I don't know what's underneath
that would
there.
be
Just
neat if
kind
you
of
could.
plain Batman, I'm sure. I don't want to mess it up too bad because it's Jason's figure. But it looks pretty tight.
Actually,
that whole cow is actually one piece, and you can...
I'll let him pull the head off.
You can pull the head off, I'm sure, and take that off, and you have just a plain neck under there. We'll do that later with
like a nipple slip.
I don't think it's necessary.
We'll rip this motherfucker apart! I didn't pay for it, I don't give a shit.
But yeah, so Batman doesn't look too bad at all. And some cool details. Again, accoutrement from the game, the cool gauntlets, the cool knee pads. Again, plus over the DC Direct figure, these things aren't enormously huge, while the rest of the figure is super tiny.
It's very symmetrical.
Very much so.
Yeah,
and of
very
course,
well balanced.
A very cool looking belt, if I do say so.
So overall, I dig him.
Yeah.
Just a few articulation things. But for me, personally, he's just going to sit on the shelf. You can still get some decent poses out of it. Okay. Anyway.
Back to figures.
Yes. Back to what we're doing.
Batman. Very cool.
Yeah. Dig him. Now let's talk about this hotness.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, honestly, now that I've got the figure out of the package, this is the whole reason you buy the 2-pack, right?
Yeah, the side view I have here is just...
well, the back view I've got. I love to watch this figure walk away, people.
I wish it could walk.
Gosh. It's, this is Catwoman from the game, and they just did an awesome job designing her. This isn't that far off of the comic book version that they have out right now, and they've had for the last few years, with the cute little cat leather bike suit and the goggles and everything. They pretty much just said, here's the comic book, let's put it in the game. And that's all they really had to do.
Yeah.
And it looks very great.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty much costume-wise, like I said, it just kind of looks like a leather biker suit.
Which is more realistic. I mean...
Absolutely.
Like in the other movies that I saw, Michelle Pfeiffer, she sews it together, and it's just like, I really don't see that being that feasible. This is something like, she's like, oh, I'm at the Harley shop, this looks badass, leather is the way to go, it doesn't tear as easy, because dudes are going to be trying to tear those clothes off. Guaranteed. Try to tear that shit up. Yeah.
And, it looks pretty good. Even the little cat ears look like they work pretty well.
Yeah. Nice cleavage there.
Yeah.
And there's actually, with the paint, they did a really good job. There's no, overspray. There's going to be spray.
I'm going to be honest. I stared at this cleavage for a good long time, and I didn't even pay attention to the paint. So, that shit could have been that paint could have been all over the place, and I wouldn't have cared either. So,
there's something all over the place.
So they...
Not paint.
So they took a good bit of attention here. It's pretty hard to mess up an all-black paint job.
Yeah.
But they still did a good job, even with just the little bits of silver here on the arms and on the belt buckles here and there. Very good job. It's honestly some nice texture on the costume and on the figure itself also. It's not just a plain black figure like you see with the DC Universe. They actually put some really cool texturing on here to almost make it look like there's some sort of fabric or a leather on there.
Yeah.
And they vary the texture. So you've got this kind of I don't know how would you really describe that.
It's like a stipple. What do you call that?
Kind of looks like a rhino bed liner.
Exactly. Yes.
It kind of looks like a bed liner almost.
To
that texture.
And the boots are nice and smooth.
Yeah, the boots are smooth, and they've got this kind of like, I don't know, scaly leather looking thing going on for the jacket. That looks pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of different stuff going on here, so it really draws your eye once you get to looking at the figure. And she comes with this badass whip.
Yes.
And she holds it very well, as you can see.
Yes.
It's not like
she doesn't drop it. She ain't got no limp wrist. She will grip that shit and tug it good.
Yeah, she will.
Give it a good jerkin.
She'll grab the whip, too.
Oh, well, yeah, the whip, too, of course.
So as far as actual posability for the figure, it's not horrible. It's not great. One thing I've noticed is with a lot of these Arkham City figures, video game-based figures, is they're kind of lax on the articulation that you would normally get in range of motion. They still give you an ab crunch, and you can move the arms and swivel everything around, but you can't bend the elbows as far, you can't bend the knees as far, and you can't move the legs out or bend them as far.
She can spread them enough, but they kind of retard the motion. Just like, oh, we'll give it to you, but we'll give you the lame version
exactly.
of it.
And I've noticed that with all of them. With the Batman, with Two-Face. I picked up the Nightwing figure. Yeah. They're all kind of like that. Yeah. They're concentrating a lot more on the detail here than on the articulation. And that's one thing. It's a trade-off. If you want a lot of articulation, they can't put as much detail in the figure. Yeah. If you want a lot of detail, you can't have hardly any articulation.
So yeah, so she looks amazing. Just absolutely amazing. I really, if Batman didn't even come with the set, I would be okay just having her. So I would definitely do it.
Definitely. The only thing I don't like is just, like I said, a little bit of lack of range of motion. But other than that, great sculpt. It'll look good in a pose just standing there, or if you get her into like her kind of mutant running thing, I don't know.
The high heels make it a little harder.
The high heels make it very hard. That's the, I don't see how in the video game or anything how she would function with high heels like this.
Jumping from rooftop to rooftop.
If anything, her feet would be killing her. And
she'd be a bitch. Well, she probably is a bitch.
Her feet would be killing her, but she would look amazing.
Yeah.
So, all in all, not a bad little 2-pack. Catwoman is just... Catwoman honestly makes the set.
It really, yes. Batman is cool too, and I give it 2 thumbs up and a shocker.
Next up, we have Jay's girlfriend. Oh, I mean, Demo Man. I get them confused all the time. It's hard to say.
They look a lot alike.
Actually, I think Demo Man looks a little bit better than Jay's girlfriend. Sorry. He's less whorish looking. So, what do you think, Jeremy? This is the first time you got to review a Master of the Universe figure with us. I know.
He's not an original, but I think he looks pretty neat. He's an evil spirit of Despondos. Whatever the fuck Despondos is.
Wow. Probably some, like, Colombian drug lord.
Yeah, he did too much coke. Look, his nose is fucking gone.
And gone. It just fell off.
The one Reyes the Colombian will do that to you.
Yep.
He's got some cool weapons. He's got a really nice sword in there, a scimitar.
Looks like he has a ball and chain.
He has the ball and chain. Yep. He's got some nice armor there. Of course, his name has to have man in it, just like every other dude besides Stratos. And Skeletor.
Well, I think Stratos was originally named Stratos Man, but
Stratos Man. It's too long. People get confused. They gotta keep it simple. He-Man. Demo Man.
Yeah, 2 syllables, But I mean, I think this guy was originally like this figure's designed on the original design of Skeletor. Like, this is what Skeletor was supposed to originally look like, but then they decided to change his appearance for the cartoon and the toy line. So I'm pretty sure that's right. I mean, that's everything I've heard about him. But he's never been released before. Like, they never made a Demo Man figure before.
Why don't you pronounce his real name?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's not happening.
We'll show you that at the bottom screen probably right there.
Yeah.
So you can try to pronounce it yourself and be like, what the fuck is that supposed to be?
But the new merged being, Skeletor, was quickly defeated by blah, blah, blah. Anyway, bunch of stuff. I'll try to post this on here.
Despondos. So Despondos is a place, obviously.
I guess so, yeah.
And I'm
Evil
sure
Despondos, yep.
Yeah, it's somewhere near. Gosh, I don't know. What would it be?
Detroit, probably.
Detroit, yeah. Detroit's pretty shitty. So
Despondos.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking Snake Mountain, like it's maybe outside of Snake Mountain, where they dump their garbage and all their feces and stuff. makes sense. Because look at him, he's like a big shit monster.
He does look like a shit monster, big green shit monster. All right, well, I say we open him up. I mean, this is pretty standard packaging. I mean, nothing really to write home about.
No, Castle Grayskull bottom.
Yeah, you buy one of these, you pretty much have them all. So you know what they look like.
He can breathe. Yeah, lightning bolts. Ooh,
yeah, he can breathe. Oh, he doesn't smell right.
Oh, I'm sure he's
rancid. Stank.
When you're hooked on coke, sometimes you don't bathe properly. So
yeah.
Maybe he comes with like a
smells like Jay's dick cheese.
That's where the green color comes from. They're rubbing dick cheese all over that fucking thing.
Yeah. All right, let's open it up and check it out. And we are back with Demo Man.
Woo!
Look at this dude.
He is
badass. He's very barbarian-like, almost like a trucker or something like that. Yeah.
The caveman banged a trucker, had a freaking retarded baby.
Yep.
I love the bone. He has like a little bone in his beard.
Yep.
Which is just cracking me up.
Well, you got to tie it together, you know.
Yeah.
You can't have that beard going crazy, you know, like flowing everywhere.
It's going crazy.
Beard going crazy. So, yeah, let's talk about the figure a little bit. I mean, he's definitely like a neon green action going on.
Yeah, he'll stand out in the crowd back
here. Yeah. His body's pretty standard. He has like the demon feet and stuff like that. I'm not sure where these legs came from, but I'm sure they've been used multiple times before. The armor is pretty cool, actually. It's removable. Once you pop his head off, you can pop a lot of his armor off and everything. Like that just pops right off. You know, then he has some extra armor on his elbow and his legs.
Does that come off?
Yeah, it's well.
It'd be hard to get it off.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how. It's definitely not attached, so it's definitely removable. You might probably have to like pop his arm off, hand off, or something to do it. He does have like this loincloth that's very, or you know, he has like the top tunic part or the shirt part, and he doesn't have very much down here. I mean, it's not covering up very much, honestly. And you flip him around. There's some serious butt cheek action going on. He really needs to like put pants on, or at least underwear. Or something.
Lord.
He's showing way too much in the back here.
I think I can see his balls hanging.
Yeah. It doesn't help that has a little hole right there too, right there in the front.
It's just pee hole.
Yeah.
I don't have to move my
Peter through
there.
Yep.
Stick my Peter through the hole.
See, I mean, the detail on his face is fantastic.
Yeah.
As far as accessories go, he comes with this scimitar thing here with a like the kind of like dragon or serpent head on the bottom of it.
It looks almost like a
snake or
dinosaur,
or kind of like a
velociraptor.
Velociraptor.
That's what.
Then he comes with this ball and chain, which is pretty sick too. Even though it kind of looks weird unless you have it like unless you pose them or he's flailing it around or whatever. If you just have him like standing here like that, it's just like why is the whip
weird
doing that weird
snake?
Thing?
Yeah.
As far as accessories other than weapons go, he has his bitchin' Skeletor head.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this thing looks sick.
That's amazing.
Basically, I'm probably not going to use it on this figure. I'm just going to use it on my Skeletor. I'm going to pop the head off of that one and put it on this one. And then he has this random head. I'm not really sure what it's for. I mean, it's a skull with a Viking helmet and no jaw. And when you actually put it on him,
let's look at this.
He looks pretty beat
let's see
up.
What we got. And it doesn't go on as easy as the other head.
No. I mean, it's just...
it doesn't...
It's like tiny. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
It's like something out of Armies of Darkness or something like that, yeah.
That head would be cool, like, sitting next to him in the display.
Like, but horrible. My neck goes right into my skull. So yeah, just take that off and I don't know, pop anything on. The only thing I don't like is I would like to be able to use his head more, but I wish his shirt or something was the same color purple, so I could actually use it on his figure because I think it looks cool on the figure. But the problem is his shirt is red and his cowl is purple, and it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
No, it's major contrast between the two.
Yeah,
it's kind of strange.
No.
But the face actually matches really good. The coloring of the face. So
that face is sick, dude.
Yeah,
that face is awesome.
amazing.
It's almost worth buying this figure just to get this like amazing Skeletor head.
Yeah.
You know? So, Jeremy, what do you think? Do you have any?
I like
any
him.
Cool things?
I don't know anything about him.
I mean, most people don't know a lot about him. I mean, he's basically was a prototype for Skeletor. Like when they were trying to come up with the the idea behind the villain for He-Man. They did a bunch of prototypes, and this happened to be one of them.
Yeah, he has a nice, the typical articulation for these kind of figures, and I just like the way they look. I'm a He-Man fan. And they actually took some time to put some detail in the scimitar with like the little cracks and damage from battle. So it's a little battle worn. Yeah, it's got horns. Looks like they were cut off. Kind of reminds me of Darth Maul in a way, the way they sawed his off. But I really don't understand this like girly, like crown thing.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It's very girly.
It's kind of girly
like
around.
Princess.
Yeah, it's kind of girly around the front.
I'm a princess.
Maybe he killed a princess and he was like, "Oh, this looks pretty."
Oh, that's
Decided to put it on.
Yeah, because it looked like something like Evil Lyn should be wearing.
Yeah,
or Tila or something. But I don't know. Maybe he's so badass. Somebody's gonna say, "Oh, look at that weird looking, fruity tiara looking thing." So yeah, I love this guy. I love He-Man.
I love He-Man.
I even like random characters I've never heard of before.
Like
Especially when they come with his head.
Yeah, we
Badass
love
head.
It comes with 3 heads, so 3 heads are better than 1.
Mm-hmm.
Even though this head is the head.
I mean, it's cool for dioramas or whatever.
Well, yeah, you get like when it's laying beside him in the package,
Yeah,
you're
it's
like, whoa, look at that, looks really cool. Like he just smashed this dude, and crushed him,
straight up, like
destroyed that dude.
Yeah.
So I give this guy some serious props, though. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
I dig him. I'm down with the green.
Me too.
I like to get mean with the green.
Mean with the green, like Mean Joe Green.
You know what I mean, Gene?
Mean Gene Oakland. Mean Gene Oakland. Mean Gene, keep my
yeah.
man.
So,
let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Yeah, I dig it. I don't know what to say about him.
I don't know either. I like him too, but there's not a lot of backstory to him.
No,
he's really he just looks cool. And if you like Masters of the Universe figures and you like cool looking Masters of the Universe figures, I'd get him.
His backstory, I would assume, is the same as Skeletor's for the most part.
Very similar, yeah. Basically, a demon merged with Keldor and became Skeletor. Keldor is like he looks just like Skeletor, but he actually is a human. This is before Skeletor became
Skeletor.
Skelly head. Skelly head.
Beastman!
You idiot!
Do you have the Beastman?
No, I don't have Beastman yet.
That one is
I need
awesome.
to get him on now.
That one looks really good. He's got a whip too.
Yep.
Just like Catwoman. They can have like a whipping battle.
Would be good. Alright, this has been another episode of AtomicMartian Toy Reviews. They just fly by.
They
I
do.
mean, you know, we sit down, we talk about some toys, and then we're done.
Let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll, that's right. You know, hope you enjoyed this episode. We knocked out the Batman Arkham City 2-pack with Catwoman and Batman, and we also did the Masters of the Universe Classics Demo Man. So yeah, make sure you go and check out some of our sponsors. We got WBCollect.com. That's our newest sponsor. We got TenaciousToys.com, Radar Toys, T-Shirt Bordello, and don't forget Big Bad Toy Store. Make sure you go check them out. You can find most of these figures at a lot of those sites. And also cool stuff like T-shirts and
toys.
Toys.
If it's got toys or T-shirt in the name, you want to go there, and you want to go to our website to go there. Don't go directly there. You want to go through us, because we love you. You love us. It's a great relationship.
And they love us if we send you there.
Yeah, so let's keep this love triangle going. Please.
Yep.
Please. Don't cut the middleman out. Love us.
Yeah, love us. And that's it. Make sure you tune in next week and check out our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. Obviously, you're watching it on YouTube.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That's some bootleg bullshit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, if your buddy like illegally downloaded our episode and you're watching it in his living room on VHS, we don't appreciate that. You know,
shame on you.
You know, we don't appreciate piracy.
No.
You know, that's just not nice. That's just fucked up.
That's like fucked up.
Yeah.
That's like me coming to your house, kicking in your door, and raping your sister.
Plus, these beautiful faces here, they just don't look that great on VHS tapes. You know, the resolution's not there.
No,
you know, you
no.
need HD. You need
that's like
1080.
VHS,
like 1080i.
Right, that's like 8-bit shit. You need the high definition.
High def. That's right.
I want you to see this beard in full Technicolor. Mm-hmm. God damn.
That's right.
Well, let's get out of here and go listen to Demo Man's new demo.
That's right. Dropping beats.
Club.
Which I download off Napster.
Dubstep.
Boom,
Word
boom,
up.
boom,
Getting
boom,
W up in here.
Boom, 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 smoking meth. Raping bitches. Boom, 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 boom. I love anal. I'm a Demo Man.